All right, team. This is your host, Charles Becco, and we will be getting started shortly, okay? Just had to fix some stuff over here, okay? While we get this stream together, I want to thank everybody for being here. Oops. I want to thank everybody for being here for sure, okay? Whoops, let's get this over here. Okay. Make sure the stream is up and running. One second, team. Just want to make sure the stream is up and running properly. Okay. Second team. Just want to make sure the stream. Okay. Do you see that stream is running? Again, team, we're just doing our thing here. Okay. Want to just get our stuff together here. In just a few minutes while we just doing our thing here. Okay. It's so hard to pull things together sometimes. Yeah. Just get our stuff together here. Okay, I think I did that too much. Oh, that's right. It's broadcasting the page. I don't have to do that, right? Okay. What a crazy, fugly looking market here. Okay. Oh, that's right. It's okay. So I want to share this on my. What a crazy. I want to operate as this person. Looking market here. And I want to share that. Okay, share that to my public profile. Share this on my. Okay. What a disgusting morning here. Okay. Wanted to get all my different communities here. What a disgusting morning here. Just a nasty morning here. Wanted to get all my different communities here. And what a disgusting. Just a nasty morning here. Again, I'm just doing the stream here. Okay. Make sure. Okay. Now that I got that stuff out of the way, let me make sure that we. Again, I'm just. I'll switch it up. Doing the stream here. Switch it up on a Tuesday. All right. Okay. We've got 3 people watching. Boom. All right. Let me just switch it up. Kind of straighten that out a little bit. Okay, that is looking pretty okay. All right. Okay. And now we've got 3 people watching. Boom. We will switch to hopefully what will be the show. All right. Okay, that is. I think that's that. Looking pretty okay. All right, what's going on with the market right now? Looks kind of crazy. And now looks like a very, very crazy situation. I mean, we opened up, we had an oversold bounce, got stuffed. Then we got a super crazy oversold bounce that topped the level up here, and then it came all the way back down. Right, so right now, what's going on with the market? We're kind of like middling, right? So this is exactly what I describe the market as being when we're in a situation like this. I consider it middling. Got stuffed. We're nowhere. We're not up. We're not down. We are nowhere in between. It'd be nice if we could make some new lows here. Right now, just give me a second. Let me just kind of fix some things here, and then we will describe the market as being. Be back in a second. Let me just get my stuff up. Make sure I got my headset in. We're not up. We're not connect. We are nowhere in between. It'd be nice if we could make some new lows here.
Connected voice.
Right now, just give me a second.
Yeah, we have.
Let me just kind of fix some things here, and then.
Okay, so we're making fresh lows here. All right, let's. There we go. That sounds a lot better. Okay. All right, again, team, thank you so much for supporting the stream. I'm your host, Charles Becco of Brooklyn Traders, and today we are live streaming the market. Okay, got some fancy new tools here. Getting ready to play around, and let's start with the show. Okay, what the heck is going on, right? We got crypto, we got this, we got that. We got the Qs going all over the place. We got Bitcoin bouncing. What is going on, right? We got a nice little bounce here in Bitcoin here. What is going on with the chart? This is not the crypto chart. Okay, that's the crypto chart. Okay, pretty cool. Yeah, right at open, we just got a crazy, nice little bounce there in both crypto and stocks. And as of right now, I would describe this kind of market as more middling. Again, you know, it's not here, it's not there. I did take some crypto profits. You know, I did close some of my shorts on this. Really kind of a stupid bounce here, but I'm not really getting a clear signal here out of the stocks here, because we're doing what I like to describe middling, right? We're not up here, which is a buy. We're not down there, which is a sell. We're right in the middle. Okay, it's just kind of a crazy move. We were all the way, we went up like this, came down like this in a huge candle, and then out of nowhere, just sudden volume right to the upside, right? And so I did play strangles this morning, and right now we are down on both the upper band and the lower band of the strangles because we're not going anywhere, right? I would love for us to just crash, to make some money, or go all the way up there, make all-time highs so I can make some money. Sitting right here in the middle is not doing me or my setup here any justice whatsoever. It's very choppy. I would say it's even super volatile, right? Because again, down here, I think we're down like 60-something odd percent. Up there, we were down only like almost a little bit more than 0.25%, and right now we're absolutely doing jack. And doing jack is just not good. And if it wants to do this all day, you know, we're just gonna have to take a loss on our setup. But for right now, just waiting here. Want to see which way we go. Again, just crazy move. You see the MACD here was going up, looked like it was going to potentially come down. Then we had volume out of nowhere, came all the way down again. But to me, it looks like we are making a higher low here. So, I mean, just with how the market wants to behave, right? I'm thinking maybe we could go higher, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's take a look at some other names here while the Qs get themselves together. Snapchat, I heard, was on fire. Nah, not really on fire. Looks more like a whimper. Okay, now not much going on with the Snapchat. You kind of popped, fell, little pop again. That Snapchat. Look at Square. Square down 3%. Okay. Just sell off right at open. Nice clean sell off. Not this nonsense that's on the Qs. Coin down 2%. Get Microsoft here. Microsoft down almost 1%. Microsoft close to the lows here, so I'm wondering what is giving. Look at Amazon. Yeah, the Qs don't look like they really want to go down at all. Amazon kind of looks like the Qs, right? See, up, down, kind of like, again, more middling again, right? Look at Apple. Trying to find the bullish case, right? Same thing. Look at this, right? Up, down, right? Up, down. Just like everything else, right? Let's look at Tesla, maybe. Ooh, Tesla looks the best, right? I'm wondering what is giving the Nasdaq this juice. I mean, maybe it's Tesla by itself, right? Like Tesla's just doing good. Okay, we do have the verticals in Tesla, right? So that's good. I mean, I wish we would just make highs here, right? If we would just make highs, then what I would do is I would close the short side of my strangle and just let the bullish sentiment play out, right? Let's look at Google. Google, definitely not Amazon. I think Google's up almost 0.5% here, right? There it is, Google. Okay, Google's at the highs. Okay, I get that too. Maybe it's moving off of Google. Let's look at Facebook real quick. Facebook up 0.5% here, right? So I think some of these longer term time frames are kind of pulling up here a little bit. Yeah, I'm thinking that this bearishness wants to kind of get out of here. All right, so let me see here. Again, just a closer look at the Qs here. So we see that Facebook and Google is up almost 0.25%. Just kind of a nasty chart pattern here. Looks more bullish than bearish. Okay. And if we make highs here this morning, what I'll do is I'll just go out and close the short side. But as long as we don't make highs and we're kind of middling, I guess we could hold on to the short. Not exactly what I want to see because today may be like a premium killing day, and I have to recognize that sooner rather than later on this kind of a setup, right? But again, we're closer to 372 than we are to 370, so there's that as well. Okay. Let me see if there is any questions. I understand, team, this is like a totally new format than what we're used to. Since we do the morning Zooms here, I just figured, why don't we just test this out, right? Let's just test it out. I know you guys can't talk with me, right? And so I'm going to have to figure out a way that we could communicate adequately. With no fear, that will be done. Again, give me 1 second here as I try to figure out how to get to, let me see, give me Discord. No, don't switch the device. Let me just put the Discord over here. All right. Got the Discord over there. Right. Okay. So that's pretty much it. that is pretty much it here. Still middling here. Again, would like us to make the highs. It looks like it wants to make the highs, right? But not really giving us too much of a clear signal. Again, looks more bullish than bearish. Just nasty here. Huge engulfing candle to the downside. Huge engulfing candle to the upside. Followed in by two candles that tried to engulf to the downside, right? But this looks like a ascending wedge. I don't know. I don't even know what to call this thing. It just looks weird. Looks wild, right? So that's basically it. That's basically it. Let's take a look at some other things. Let's get Neo real quick. Down 1.5%. Uber. Wow, Uber, $46, right? Uber up $2 here. Wow, let's look at Tilray real quick. Tilray not doing anything at all. My goodness. Tilray is in supposed to be a textbook long setup here, but it's just not doing anything, which is not awesome. Not happy about Tilray here. We had this pullback. Yeah. Tilray's not doing anything. Still probably need some time on Tilray. Let me just put it over here, see what the daily RSI looks like. It looks like it's wanting to fix itself, right? So, it's only down 1% on a kind of a bearish day, so there is that. There is that. Okay, the MACD's about to cross today. Okay, so let's kind of sit in some Tilray here, see what could happen. Let's see. I think we covered all the tickers that we wanted to. Another look at Bitcoin here. Again, Bitcoin just recovering, right, from the huge gap down that we had. I would say Bitcoin is kind of moving lock in step with the market, right? So as the market goes higher, Bitcoin goes higher as well. Looks more like a triple bottom here. Again, as soon as the market opened, we just pretty much rocketed higher, right? So that is that. Let me just take a look at some of my short positions. I think that I think I may want to sell some more shorts. Right. Oh, come on. Yeah. Again, as we kind of move higher here, we're just a lot of spoofing on the crypto markets here, unfortunately. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just get out for what I can. Spoofs and no spoofs, right? Hey, we're just going to get out and just, take a little haircut off our profits. Still up very nicely here on our profits. See the Qs here. Oh, Qs are not wanting to behave. They're not behaving. Man, it would be just fantastic if the Qs would just make up their minds, man. Again, it looks more bullish, right? But my goodness. It'd be something if we kind of come down here now, right? Then that'll look, I guess, more like a head and shoulders, right? I don't know. If we kind of stayed here and the MACD crosses to the downside, what I'll do is I'll take that as a symbol to close the long, close it up here, and then just hold on to the short for the rest of the day. Because this is just a very wild pattern. Okay. It's a very wild pattern. Um, let's look at SPY. Maybe SPY is more of a cleaner pattern than this. SPY is positive. Oh, almost positive. Wow. All right. So then maybe SPY wanted to close the gap from yesterday so it could go lower. Perhaps. Right. What I'll do is I'm definitely going to close along if this MACD crosses down. Just wild, man. Just a wild looking chart here. All right. So we had a gap right there. Came down, closed the gap. I would say SPY is fixing itself on the hourly time frame though, to potentially go higher. But let's see, right? Let's see what happens. Again, if we have the 5-minute MACD cross down on that side, definitely going to take that off there. Don't forget to subscribe to Brooklyn Traders YouTube page. That would be great. That would be great. Okay. Ooh. Wish I could take some questions here, but don't know quite how to take questions just yet. You know, again, we are going to be playing around with this model for quite some bit until we could find an adequate setup that would work for everyone, right? So, yeah, I think the Qs may want to have this. Looks like a head and shoulders here on the Qs, but we gotta have the shoulder complete itself. If not, again, we're still kind of middling, right? Again, which is not precisely where I want to be. I don't want to be in a middling type setup because when you're middling, you have like a premium crushing setup, which is again not awesome, right? Again, still holding on to our longs here. Every single time I throw this on, every single time I throw this indicator on, I'm always missing my 10-minute time frame. Okay, let me try to figure this out. Again, just watching the markets here, team. Nothing fancy. Just watching the markets, seeing if we could, again, just get a clear signal, right? Clear signal as to what the market wants to do, right? Whether it wants to go higher or lower. My money's on lower, but you never know. That's why we play strangles. Okay. So this thing. Looks very much like lower, you know, but again, closer to the range is low, this upper range here, right? So, not quite sure what it wants to do. I can tell you what though, the premium burn is pretty substantial here on this. So we got to sit down and we have to see what this is all about. I think that whenever it makes a move, right, the move is going to be violent enough for us to rake in some kind of profit, right? So again, I'm just waiting for this MACD to cross to the downside here. I'll close that long position that we established up there, and I'll just kind of hold on to the short. Let me just take a look at other things that's going on in the market here, right? Just look at that. Up, down, up, down, up, down, right? This was particularly nasty, right? Because this thing, the second one not so bad, but the first move right here, that was just kind of crazy. That's why you don't really look at the 1 minute time frame. It's just easier to just look on longer time frames. And I guess that looks more bullish, right? This looks more like a bull flag to go higher, right? So maybe what this thing wants to do, maybe it wants to like flush down, like a nice flush down to test the lows here, double bottom, and then rock it up. Let's see what the things are that are up. Uber is up. We are very bullish. Uber. Freeport McMoran is up. Roblox is up barely. Rocket is middling. My goodness. Rocket was at the exact same price yesterday. Tesla now is up by $4, right? Tesla could get going. That'd be nice. We have a price target set on Tesla for 1,000 on Tesla here. Just things that matter are not up. The big names are down. Amazon is down here. Apple's down. Again, not by a lot, right? I will say, it doesn't seem like anything is like getting killed, right? Except for Can. We know Can is not really that great of a company anyway, so nobody cares about Can. Sorry, Can. Again, just still middling here, right? It'll be nice if we could just make some highs here. Because the longer term time frame does look a little bit bullish, right? It just looks like these are rejections off of the lows here, right? So. Let's see. I nailed a 5-minute squeeze, fired long, right? And then fired long right at open here, and then that. Then you had the 10-minute squeeze. Just a choppy day in the market overall. Just an overall choppy, super choppy day in the market. Yeah, this is the type of day where you just kind of get up and just go and say, you know what? I'm going to the park. I'm going to take the kids to like a theme park. This is not the day, the hour, the minute to be trading in the markets. I know this is not entirely very exciting, right? But a lot of what the market is just sitting down and just watching, right? We are losing momentum here to the upside on the Qs. Okay. You can see it here. I've got one indicator set that went blue, meaning it's losing momentum. Of course, so you see the histogram there. Got another one that went yellow, which also indicative of losing momentum. Let's see if they can change back. Let's check the old Discord Rooney. Need to connect to the Wi-Fi. Whew, man. I can't believe it's 10:41 and we don't have a clear signal in the market yet. They're really dragging this out. It's really I'd say this is a pretty decent fight between the bulls and the bears here. QQQ definitely has some volume here for sure. All right. Let me check out some of the market internals. Ticks are pretty much at the zero line. They started pretty negative. Still down in all JPY. Again, super bounce on Bitcoin here. Thought we were going to get a break. We didn't. We just FOMO bounce there. And the VIX is kind of going in a hole, right? So this gives more argument to the long side, right? Looks like pretty much as soon as the market opened, they just bought the market, right? Again, pop from the all JPY, meaning they're adding risk. Pop in Bitcoin. Okay, again, it's from all the way down here, right? So it's a pop, but whatever. And the VIX is just going south, right? So the market is recovering, right? The ticks is at the zero line, right? Not a whole lot of indicators as to what's going on. All right. Let's check out some other resources that we have at our disposal. Okay, I'm gonna go to callsorputs.com. It's a place where you could get option flow. Definitely want to thank one of our dear partners here from Calls or Puts for hooking us up with this really neat old software. Okay. Okay. Just give me 1 second here while we just log in. Okay. Let's see what's going on. All right. Going up on the Tuesday. Want to see if there's any golden sweeps anywhere, and if so, how much and where are they going? Golden sweeps is nice because they kind of give you an idea of what people are thinking. Air looks like it's getting a bid here. Wow, I mean, for something that's $14, right? For it to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, over $2 million in call sweeps, right? So let's take a look at air. Just check it out here. So we'll get the screen up, right? Let's put air here, AEHR, I think. Whoo! Pop the molly. I'm sweating, man. So at the time when they did this air, right? They did it right around the 14 strike, right? And so, oh yeah, they went deep in the money, man. Deep in the money, and they went all the way to 2022. Paid $1,200 for it. Oof. I guess they wanted to go in with some size, right? And so that's the only place that they could find that they had some money. Look at the volume on air, up 1,000%. All right, let's see some of the longer term time frames here. The 30-minute has a fresh MACD cross. Let's look at the 2-hour here. 2 hours pretty hot. I do see bearish divergence here, but maybe it doesn't matter. Guess they had good earnings. Okay, we got that MACD cross to the downside on the Qs, right? So I'm gonna exit the long side here, just like I said, according to my setup, and I'm just gonna sit here on the puts, right? So let me get out of this call here. All right, I'm gonna sell the call, and I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit my butt down. Okay, I know, I'm out. Okay, I'm just gonna sit my butt down here. Air looks like it may go higher for sure. The 2 hour looks really good. The 1 hour MACD, my goodness, all the way from $2, y'all. Right, from way back in July. Just a nice little setup here. Okay. Nice little setup here. Again, this is the Brooklyn Traders morning review here. Check us out. Do we have a pullback here? I think we have a little dumper. I guess not so much. Again, the Qs is really not giving up the ghost here. You know, every single time it looks like we're just going to pull back some, we get these little bounces, right? But I guess the bounces are kind of lacking in strength, right? We just came down here and we got a little bounce, and so yeah. The 4 hour is looking more bearish, right? While the 2 hour is bearish, 2 hour. 1 hour looks like it was turning around, right? But, you know, we'll see. Because, again, it's kind of middling again. The 30-minute was bullish, right? Again, still no decision here, right? Like, we don't know what this thing wants to do. That's why it's important to wait to 10 o'clock. Remove. Okay. I think I do want to run a zoom as well. It'll be just kicking up just so much bandwidth though to take the zoom here. Again, we kind of came down here. We tested, then we bounced again. And there was some volume there on that bounce, right? So, I don't know, but the MACD says we're going to get pulled down. All right. Air does look kind of bullish, but this, I mean, I don't know. The thing that empowers a lot of these guys are a short squeeze. I guess Air had some positive earnings, right? So, I mean, these guys, right, they could start scaling out of their options if they wanted to because they're up like $2 from where they got in. And they did this at 10.20, right? And so, nice little bit of money there. Let's look at 0-day. You know, let's see what somebody went bearish on Upstart, really. I typically don't look at these. Some of these things are too big to kind of like really factor in. I guess we could take a look at Upstart here. I mean, Upstart was kind of gyrating closer to a short setup in my opinion. But nope. Upstart looks like it wants higher. Right? Every time people want a short Upstart, it just proves that it's not a short. Okay, came down to 323 there and bounced like the devil. Looks like the Qs may want to start fumbling around to the downside here. It's taking forever, right? I know you guys are like, you're like, dang, Charles, like, what's going on? But this is what it is, team, right? Whew, man. If we could just like make lows here, right? Even if we make, because it's possible we could go break here, make lows, right? And then doesn't matter, you know, Jay Powell or somebody else could just press a button and then rocket the market back up, right? We could be down 1.5% by 1 o'clock, and then be break even by 3:30. That's pretty much what the market has been for the past like year and a half. So doesn't really matter, right? So let's see what happens. Okay. Again, I'm just sitting here, closed alongside of my strangle, just waiting for the short side here with this MACD cross downwards. Okay, let's look at Bitcoin here. Let's see if Bitcoin is having a similar move, right, in terms of its oversold bounce. Yeah, if we could get a MACD cross, yeah, let's just look at Bitcoin. I don't care about anything else. Let's just look at Bitcoin, right? If this oversold bounce could end and we could have a MACD cross here, I'm gonna just reopen some of my shorts here on some of the crypto stuff, right? So let's just see what could happen, right? Okay, cool. Oh. I feel like playing some music. We need like some royalty-free hip-hop music. Man, hope you guys are doing good. Let's check out some of the stuff here. Let's check out some of the stuff. Yep. Again, I'm just watching this thing. Oh, we finally broke 100 subscribers. Congratulations. Thank you for helping us meet 100 subscribers. Fantastic. Okay. Again, the entire market is middling. Again, to me, I think the Qs want to get to the lows down here. Okay, 370. Okay, this looks more like a head and shoulders type setup, which is a bearish type setup, right? So, see, here's the one shoulder. I don't have an annotation tool, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, come on, just come on down. Come on down. It's nice down here. There we go. A nice little break. Come on, let's get down here. Right, and once we break, right, like I figure like once we break 370.82, right, then we'll kind of like yoink, right, and this is the first candle, 5 minute. We should come down and retest 370.41. There we go. Come on, let's go. Get down there. Get down there. Get your butt down there. And the crazy thing is, since this MACD cross is so fresh, right? If we get down to the lows on something like that, right, on the first candle right there, then that'll be good. At least it'll be good for our puts, right? The put side of our strangle. Okay. Yeah, definitely didn't have the trade. The morning trade went okay. We had, well, it's still the morning, but our first, foray with the strangle didn't go exactly the way we planned because we just had this up-down action, right? And so we kind of up here, and we closed, and we came down here, went up there, opened it again, came down. So lots of nonsense for the morning here, but what do you expect? This is probably the strongest, most bullish market of all time. Like it's just the way it is. It is just the way it is. Do-do-doom, do-do-doom, do-do-doom. That's just the way it is. Do-do-doo, do-do-doo, do-do-doo. Things will never be the same. Do-do-doo, do-do-doo, do-do-doo. That's just, again, we get this 5 minute MACD cross on Bitcoin here, right? And I'm going to short Ethereum again, and I'm going with full strength. Do-do-doom, do-do-doom, do-do-doom. That's just the way it is. Kind of open some stuff here. Give me a second, team. Just trying to put this together. Again, we're looking to short Ethereum here, right? We're looking to do that. Let's go Qs to the downside. Like, look at Snap here, right? Like, this is just an example of like how stupid the market is, right? Like, and I know I probably shouldn't call the market stupid, but see, just look at Snapchat here, right? Just look at this, right? Just and this is a testament to how strong Snapchat is, right? So we probably don't want to short Snapchat because that's just probably bad news bears, right? Right, up, highs of the day, lows of the day, new highs. Right? Just craziness, right? Air pulling back. And we're looking at Bitcoin, waiting for this 5-minute MACD to cross to the downside. Gonna short that. Again, they're holding 370.79 is a place of strength here, right? So let me mark that because it looks like this is definitely a demand zone here. This is absolutely a demand zone here on the intraday chart. I mean, they just do not want this to break. I mean, we came down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the bulls are consistently showing up here. Right, so we definitely want to kind of mark off areas like that. Let me see what the what momentum says here. Momentum says the hourly momentum came down, bounced up to the 200, down, bounced up to the 200 to come down, and again, just more middling here, right? Like, this candle closed in 2 minutes. To close like this, that looks more bearish than bullish. So, how much time is left on this candle? Right. No, this is, yeah, I do want to see that screen, right? But that's not the screen that I really want. This is the screen that I want, right? That shows me the time, 59, and then pull up the two charts that we're looking at that we care about today, right? Which is Bitcoin and the Qs. Oh yeah, nice close on this candle here. If we close like this, we've got 35 seconds until this candle closes, and if it closes like that, this would be very bearish here. Because we could get again, once we break this line, we should get a nice spill down to the lows of the day there. I mean, we do see some level here, but I don't think that matters. Let's candle close in 15 seconds. So let's see. Now, see, it's only towards the end that you see the real move, right? Towards the end, that's when you see the real move, right? That's when you see the real players come out. They show their hands towards the end. Okay, nice little close there. We also have the 8 passing under the 21. This is again, we've had these candles going both ways, right? I would have liked it closer to the bottom here, but here's the good news, right? We have the 8 passing under the 21 here on the 5-minute, right? Which is good for scalping. And this 8 and 21 here should be resistance for it. I mean, anything could happen. We could do this, right, and then go all the way up here, and it'll just be more silliness, right? But I'm looking for a nice, orderly, just move, and we're not getting it. We're just not getting it. And again, I know it's a shorter term time frame, but it's just more nonsense. Okay, on the SPY, it looks like we passed under VWAP. Now we're getting some bullishness here. Put call is still to the flat side, right? Still to the flat side here. Really don't have a lot of action here. 800 to the downside, 500 to the upside. VIX is still more bearish, right? So kind of gives some steam to the longs, right? Kind of helps out with the long argument, the fact that the VIX is down. And if we turn around here, right, I'm gonna have to get out of my short as well, because if we don't complete this kind of bearish jaunt to the downside, then what this tells me is that the market just wants to be choppy all day. Should just close my position, come back Monday morning, because I'm not gonna sit here and get chopped up all day in the market. You know, it's fine taking a small loss, a humble loss in the market if it means that I'm just not gonna get chopped up, and I don't really feel like getting chopped up today, so I'm gonna just sit down and chill. You see that pink line there? It's very substantial. Let me see if the Qs has momentum as well. The fact that we're not getting a follow through in the put call, I mean not the put call. Well, you see, you're getting the pullback down in the VIX, right? So again, that just lets me know, like, the VIX is kind of like the hand on the scale a little bit. So regardless of whatever kind of manipulation may be inherent in the market, like, the VIX itself will kind of tell you the truth, right? And so the VIX is up, and it just, like, wait from 20 right down to 18. We're pretty close to the lows of the day, which again lends more steam to the bullish narrative, right? And again, if we don't really complete this bearish cycle, right, which would see us, you know, come down here and break, right, and we came down here again like the seventh time and we didn't break, and we're more middling again, that just tells me we're just going to be choppy all day. Probably going to stay in this range. It's already 11 o'clock, right? And so it's been just a chop fest, right? So more like a premium sucking kind of day so far. And, you know, could we break out to the upside and the downside? Sure. But do we want to really sit around there all day for that move to happen? Probably not. So what I'll probably end up doing here, right, if I guess the new line is going to be right here, right? If we do this, right, then that's, yeah, this will be the real line for us, right? Because based on this MAC, it doesn't seem like we want to be bearish at all, right? Again, and we've seen this, right? These huge candles, these huge signal candles that kind of go up, you know, wreck the shorts. You know, whether it drags down or whatever, it doesn't really matter. You know, we've just seen this kind of play out 1, 2, 3, 4, like it's gonna be the fourth time now, right? And this is happening again. That just lets me know that, hey, you know, this thing wants to be more. Oh, and I made a mistake, right? This is the ADMA here. Oh, this is 21. Oh, my mistake. Yeah, I made a mistake twice. So this is bullish. This was looking more bearish, but again, more middling, man. This is, you know, this in an environment like this, what you want to do is you want to sell premium more. You don't want to be a purchaser of premium. You want to sell premium. You want to sell premium going both ways. If you look at the option chain here, both sides are probably going to be negative, right? So let's take a look. Looking at Qs here, looking at signals, and I'm sure both sides are going to be negative here. Well, this side is kind of, you know, oh, this is October 1st. My mistake. Let's go to today's, right, which is what people are looking at. Yeah. unless you were like in the money or at the money or something like that, you're just getting destroyed. Look at that. You're getting just demolished, right? Look at this, both ways, right? And this is ultimately this is what the market makers wanted, right? They didn't want anyone to make money, right? So the market makers went here. This is exactly what they wanted, right? Again, unless you were like in the money here, and even if you open in the money today, right, you're still kind of losing, right? So not really awesome, right? Again, and to me, I think to get up here, right? Uh, Again, Q's is Q's. I expect that from that. Let's look at Bitcoin. I like Bitcoin because it's easy. You don't get nonsense like what you see in the Qs from Bitcoin. Um, Very choppy. Okay, it looks like we're getting that MACD cross, and with that, let me just go do my Ethereum thing, right? Let me go do that thing. Whoa. Hmm. Yep. So somebody sold me some Ethereum. Let me see. With the completion of this candle, though, I'm just gonna give up on my Q strangled. Not gonna work today. We need the volatility to be much higher anyway. It's under 20. Probably was not the greatest idea for today. I mean, it gave you some opportunity, right? Not to the downside, more to the upside. Um, yeah, the fact that we went so just as like a study of like the MACD histogram, right? Notice that we had all this action here to the upside and this little whimper to the downside, right? And the Bears had every opportunity to force this down, right? You had the 8 looked like it wanted to come under the 21. You had the MACD cross to the downside. You had a little expansion, and then you had this big FOMO candle that just came in and said, "Nope, you guys ain't having fun on my back." Um, Again, we might touch and keep going down, but I don't know. I think this just wants to be in the middle. And again, it's 11 o'clock. Um, it's too long to be in these things, right? Yeah. Gonna just get out of my just gonna get out of my my short here. It's not working. I mean, we had a nice. I mean, you're talking about almost like $1.75. Like, let me see. You're talking about like a dollar swing both ways, right? For the past. Let me see here. Just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I guess the shorter term time frames were a little bit bullish though, because we were just kind of I guess oversold to a degree in the shorter term time frames, right? So if you look at the 5 here, right. Well, actually not oversold, just choppy. There's just no rhyme or reason to this today. It's just a choppy market today. That's it. Um, don't like choppy markets. I like nice, smooth things like moves in Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin has news, right? You have China, looking to make, crypto-related activities illegal, so when you have one of the world's top governments breathing down your neck, right? It's not really the greatest. It's not really the greatest environment for anything really good to happen, right? I really want to hold on to this short. I want to see how it plays out for the rest of the day. I just think that I think this premium is just going to get ate up. Yeah, I think this premium is going to get ate up. Let me take a look at the rest of the market, right? Again, maybe other things are having more of a solid move. Amazon looks like it's coming up more closer to the lows. I think Google and Facebook were the two that were the best, right? Google came down closer to the highs, right? Well, Facebook highs of the day here at Facebook. And Facebook already kind of came down already, right? Right. So, I know if Facebook gets up here, it'll be in a long setup, right? So let me just set a bar there. This thing does not look. I mean, we had been short a couple of weeks, right? So, the short end of it did get kind of played out. While Snapchat looks like it wants all-time highs today, right? Crazy, nice and crazy move. Almost $2 here. No, $2 on Snapchat from the lows, right? That looks good. Microsoft made new lows and a bounce. And I feel like I've seen this before, right? Like, this middling action that leads to some kind of spill off. And, what I really ought to do today, especially a day like today, right? I didn't know today was going to be like this, right? But it would have been helpful, right, if we waited until this 10 o'clock mark. Because if you waited until 10 o'clock, then you would see, okay, you know what? I'm not getting a move up here. I'm not getting a move down here. This is the opening range, right, which is the highs at 372. The lows are at 370.27. And you're not supposed to open a position, right, until you get a breach and close and a retest, right, above either the opening or closing range. And we did not get that. So we have a crap ton of volume today, but we're not going anywhere, okay? Again, the biggest, out of my entire indicator set, the thing that's making the most sense right now is the fact that the VIX is in the hole. Right? The VIX is in the hole. The VIX is not going anywhere, right? Okay. Let me see. Let me just take one look at Bitcoin here. But I think we've been streaming for an hour. I think that's it. We will have the lightning round later. Okay. That's not what I want to look at. Let's look at this study here. All right, and no, that's not the one I want either. Okay. Yeah, just not a clear signal. Not a clear signal at all. It'd be nice if we kind of push down here and make lows. I would just want one of these levels to break. If one of these levels would break, it would just make me so happy. All right, team. Going to have to close it down right now. We're approaching a time in the market where I feel like, it's more like a dead zone, right? Check us back. We will be back 6 p.m. for the lightning round here, same place, and we'll figure out what the market wants to do here, right? All right, so team, thanks, God bless, and let's see what happens here with the market. Definitely did re-add our crypto short. Okay, let's see how that works out. All right, team, take care. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, team.